What's up, you guys? It's In the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
What's good? It's Tuesday. What's up?
Ladies, it's Tuesday. How y'all feeling today on this rainy,
Gloomy
Tuesday in the midst of cover season tryouts, October?
You know how that bothers me.
I know, and that's why I said it. Hey, I'm trying to figure out that
That's
little,
so messed up.
that little Denise Williams note you tried to hit at the end. I was thinking of that song when she said "silly of me."
Yeah.
think that's what I.
That what you was thinking of?
Yeah, I was like, that's Denise Williams ish.
Ish.
Because you ain't like, you went up there, but you ain't hit it.
Yeah, I didn't
Do that
hit
one
it.
more time?
That's what singers do. They gotta find it up there. It's up there. Just gotta find it. You looking for it?
Shout out to the people in the back holding us down as always.
Shout out your boy Kush, that dope producer.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
You know what? I'm great. I'm here. I'm breathing.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Everything else is really a bonus, actually.
That's true.
Everything else is a bonus. When you wake up and you realize, you're like, wait a minute, I can move my arms.
No, when you can wake up and walk.
Yeah, I was about to
Because
say,
them bad knees, when you get old, you gotta take a minute and then get on that floor and you slide your feet to get to the bathroom. You ain't got there yet?
I ain't got there yet. I'm still.
Keep living, like my mom used to say.
What?
Keep
You're
living.
absolutely right. I'm still a little wiry and flexible. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't have that shit. We gonna knock on wood or something.
Yeah. I have to stretch it out before I even get out of bed. But see, I have a bad back. My back went out one time before, so I ain't been right since. So before I even get out of bed, I have to do like stretches and twists and all that to get up. You do?
I mean, make no mistake about it. I can't get out of bed like I did at 34 the way I do at 44, but I just kind of stretch it out a little bit. You know, morning yawning.
Yeah, but you be up early though. You be like 4 and you be
Oh,
at the
yeah.
gym at 4. Like that means you getting up at 3 or so.
Well, I'm usually in the gym by 4:30, but my mind be focused. I be ready. Try to get that.
What sane person goes to the gym at 4 in the morning?
You know what? It's about 14 people
That be there?
that be there. The same crew of folks, maybe give or take a couple, but there's certainly a different level of dedication to get up at that time of morning
And go work out?
and go work out. Listen,
No, sir.
you couldn't told me I'd have been doing this 10 years ago. You know,
I went and worked out, what's the day? Monday. I was off for Columbus Day. So I went and worked out with my trainer. Did a good workout. It was good. And then I ended up in my massage chair. Best part of it.
I was about to say, it ain't really about your working out. You really go for the massage chair.
Best part of the end of the workout.
So
is
how
the
many
massage
times did you
chair.
work out last week?
Monday.
Monday. Last week.
But you know, my job, I work out a lot with my job because I'm always walking, I'm lifting stuff. You know, I will show you muscles, but I got on a long sleeve shirt today, but you know.
I mean, but you probably over there cock this. That thing can show through that shirt.
You know, it show a little, you see that little, you see it right there? I do what I do, you know.
Ooh.
I do what I do. But,
Let me step. Right, let me step my game. She had the sound effects and everything.
but I know it was hard for me to go work out about 9:30. So I just couldn't imagine getting up at 4 o'clock to go work out.
You know what? It's all mental. And once your body gets used to it, I mean, my body just pops up a lot of times without the alarm clock.
Well, let me tell you about my weekend.
Tell me about your
Because I had a lot of things going on this weekend.
Okay.
I went to the Afro Punk Fest.
I saw that.
That was pretty dope. Beautiful people, all different colors and, you know, afros and hairstyles. It was I loved it. It was beautiful out there. And it was so funny because they took a whole street. I don't know if this, and I've got to find this out because they had like a warehouse that they had all this stuff in.
Okay.
And I don't know if they built that warehouse for this or that warehouse stays there. But if it stayed there, it's dope. Like, I got to find out, can you rent it out or whatever? Because it's dope the way they got it.
Is that big?
Yeah. And they got like couches in there, and it's dope. And they had like a panel, you know, a panel of women talking and stuff like that. And then on the other side, they had another area where you had like all the vendors set up. So you can go shopping, walking through there and go shopping, whatever. And you saw me when I was on my live looking at the T-shirts. That was on the other side. So it had all these different kind of vendors on that side. So I was just wondering if the company built that or it's like that all the time. But I'm gonna have to go back over there and do a drive by.
Big like the World Congress Center, that kind of spread out with that?
It's not that big because it was just like an end of a road. Like an end of a road.
Wow.
Yeah, right
One way
here.
in,
It's
one
like
way out?
close to where we are right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was the end of a road. And then they had the stage set up. And then they had these two, you know, areas over to the side. Because I'm standing outside thinking that was just it where the stage was at, right? So I'm just sitting there looking around, taking pictures of people walking in and stuff. And I'm like, is this it? Just the stage area right here? And then I kept seeing people come in, go past me. And I'm like, where y'all going?
Like,
you know?
You like, hold up, I want to go.
Right. So I started being nosy, like, I'm going too. So I started walking with them, and they kept walking through this area because that area looked like it was just like a private area. It looked like you couldn't go back there because I walked back there, but it looked like you couldn't go no further. So I turned back around. I saw everybody going. I said, I'm going too. And it's all kind of people back there with a panel. And I was like, you know what? I was going to miss out on all this. So, but yeah, it was pretty dope. So I'm going to have to go ride back by there and see if that's there all the time.
So did you get some video?
I got video and pictures, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't know. Okay. I think I got the pictures, though.
Okay.
I sent the pictures in. But, and then I went to, you know, I have to look through my phone because.
Of course.
I can't remember unless I look at them.
Well, that's because you do so much.
I know I do so much. Yeah, so let me see the pictures that I have. How was your weekend though? In the meantime,
you know what? It wasn't bad. I didn't do what I originally set out to do, but I did have a chance to kind of relax my mind and write and plan.
Shout out to Paris. I went to Paris event. She had a paparazzi 2-year anniversary of her paparazzi. So I went to that. So shout out to Paris. She wanted to do all our shirts. So she is a busy woman.
Paris, I hope you're watching right now. We know you do a good job on the t-shirts.
Yes,
Thank
she
you
do.
in advance.
Oh yeah, you want a shirt?
I'm
gonna need you to wear some of those shirts.
I will.
Especially one I made up.
Oh yeah. I was trying to think of like the perfect show to. You know what? The next time we do the whole 2 hours, she said,
you're gonna wear that.
To wear that shirt. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna be a topic of conversation when I wear that shirt.
Yeah.
To put it like
and shout out to Alex Holloman, Ferrera Bell Fashion. He did a big show for breast cancer awareness. So I did media there. Went out there on Sunday, I think it was. So that was pretty cool as well. So I think that's everything that I did this weekend.
Shout out to all of the cancer survivors who are still living healthy lives.
Yeah, and still fighting every day.
Yes, because it never ends. It's a constant fight. So shout out to all the survivors.
Absolutely. Now, in the news right now, from the Kevin Hart situation. So now the couple that was in the car, supposedly in the car with him, did a big engagement party. And he's standing up just fine. No back problems, walking around.
So how long ago was this crash, though?
3 weeks ago, maybe?
3 weeks ago. And he was in the hospital. And they said he was injured. He had some back injuries. Who knows? Maybe he recovers well. You know, obviously he works out often. He's active, so that could help. With the recovery process. It was interesting to me when they finally gave out the information of what caused it. accident.
Reckless driving, that's what they
Yeah,
said.
and at first thought, I didn't know. I was like, well, maybe they were, on a slick road or something.
No.
But they were driving reckless.
Yeah.
But
my thing is the way that, supposedly they were already engaged, first of all. Remember they said him and his fiance was in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So why the big announcement, we're engaged? They threw a whole engagement party. Why?
It seemed to me there could be something more to the story that hasn't been put out yet.
Yeah. It's kind of like, want you to know for sure we're engaged. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was questioning the engagement, why was she there type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Is y'all engaged? Or
y'all engaged?
Are y'all engaged? You're right. Or like, what's this here? What y'all going on here?
What's going on here? What's this?
Hey.
Yes. And then everybody was like, he walking fine. Like, you got back, like I said, I got back problems. I can't even imagine having, in an accident like that and messing your back up and you just fine right now.
Well, perhaps a couple of things could have happened. They may have overestimated how serious his injury was, or they may have kind of downplayed it, or they could have just lied. I mean,
yeah,
I do believe they knew it was reckless driving in the beginning, so I think his people probably want to get out in front of it. Let's control the narrative.
Yeah.
Before the media creates what they want it to be.
Yeah.
So they might have hyped up his injury, and it probably really
wasn't that bad.
Right.
Well, but I mean, you haven't heard from Kevin, and Kevin stay on social media.
This is all on purpose. When he gonna say something?
What?
When he got something coming out.
He do Jumanji.
And that's when he gonna start.
But it's about to come out. Like, they doing press and stuff now for it. He's not though.
Of course not.
But why not?
Because it's still too close.
It's
too close. Rock is the star. He's the co-star. So, The Rock is out there, doing his thing. But
so you think they don't want him to talk, to bring too much heat on? So, Kevin, where you been? Yeah. Instead of the movie in itself?
I think we will get an interview out of him after the movie comes out. Because say he goes on the red carpet and they try to interview him, he's going to get bombarded with questions about the accident as opposed to about what's really going on, which is this movie. So let The Rock handle the press run. After the movie come out, okay, then you go sit down with Gayle King like R. Kelly did.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. That's the only person I could think of.
Yeah, you pulled that one out of there.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought it. I was going to say Oprah, but almost the same thing.
What?
It was something else in the news, though. Something else. So, I don't know if y'all know this or not. I'm looking at the camera and tell everybody. You need to be very aware if you go make a decision to go to your house, sit in your living room, mind your business, and watch your TV, minding your business. Because there's a possibility that some police officer somewhere could come to your house and harm you.
Okay, so let's go back.
Let's go back.
There was a what you call it? A check on somebody. What you call that?
Health check?
Not health check.
What? What's that?
When you want to check on someone and you're not sure what's going on in their house, so you call the police to say, hey, go check on them, right? So the neighbor said that the door was open and was kind of like, what's going on there? Why is the door open? Is something wrong? Did somebody break in? So they called the police to go check on the lady, right? The lady is in there with her nephew. She's minding her business. And supposedly the cop goes around the back and she hear a noise. Of course, you're going to go to the window to see what it is. And she may have had the control, because they was playing a video game or something. Maybe she had the controller in her hand. I'm not sure. But she went around to the back. And at that point is when he was like, oh, stop. It's the cops, and start shooting. My thing is, if it's just a check on somebody, you should have came to the front door, tapped on the door. Hello, anyone in there or something. Why go around to the back when it's just a health check? It wasn't like somebody's breaking into the house, come. It was just to go check to see. So now the neighbor feel like crap that the lady got killed, because they were actually just being concerned, helping her out, that they thought somebody had broke into our house because the door was open.
It's not the neighbor's fault. I mean, we don't really have a whole lot of that now. Anyways, a lot of days people just mind their business. When we were growing up, Everybody knew it. There was always that one neighbor on the block that knew everything.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
so I wouldn't blame the neighbor, but I just found it very interesting that he abruptly resigned. To me, that was almost an admission of guilt. You're like, you know what? Oh, I was wrong. Let me go and quit now.
And I just heard that 8 shootings in Fort Worth, 7 deaths since June. Here we are, what, October? Yeah, there's definitely a problem going on, but
I saw somebody make a post and they said, so y'all want to keep marching and giving out Bibles?
oh yeah, I saw that. That was a preacher. I think it
Okay,
was
was
a
that-
preacher. Yeah, a
okay.
pastor in Dallas was saying that.
And it was, I think I saw the news the other day, it was the Fulton County Sheriff that was found not guilty of murder. I'm not for certain about the circumstances around it, but I just happened to catch that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is the world that we live in.
Yeah, yeah. And it's also it's a young girl from Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, that's missing, 3 years old. She came up missing on Saturday, so they're still looking for her. And the guy was on there on the radio this morning talking about how 2,000 kids get missing a day. 2,000 kids. That's crazy. That's a lot. This sex ring, prostitution ring, or what's the other name of it?
Human trafficking.
Human trafficking. Now, it was a young lady, and I want to get her on the show. It was a young lady talking about the difference between the two. And human.
Were we watching the same interview?
On
Breakfast Club? Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that today
Yeah,
too.
that was good.
That was heavy.
Yeah, because it's human trafficking is someone who can use you over and over again, as far as like, you know, take out the garbage, massage me, cook for me, just use you. But sex trafficking is, you know, having sex with you over and over again, having sex with different people and stuff like that. So it's a difference in human trafficking and sex trafficking, or what they use you for. It's like, you know, made for hire type of deal or whatever like that. So it's a difference in it.
She told this story that was so heart-wrenching, and if you haven't watched this video, I suggest you do. She was talking about how there was a young lady who's a part of the sex trafficking, and she gave up her kids. A 4-year-old, 12-year-old. They put the 4-year-old in the closet, didn't feed her for 2 days. When they let her out, the first thing they gave her water during the course of those couple of days. But when they let her out, they gave her a cucumber. And the lady said if she gags on the cucumber, she would have to go back into the closet. So they were training this 4-year-old, this 12-year-old, this 16-year-old, training them on how to have sex. A 4-year-old. When I tell you, I almost threw both phones out the window. Mm-hmm. The level of evilness
on some people's minds.
It is. I mean, so we have to watch our
and the
children.
crazy thing about it, and it's sad to say, it goes so deeper. You can't just be like, okay, pick those 3 up. It's so deeper than that you can't, you don't even know where it stems from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can easily say, yeah, pick up this. It's like little petty dope boys on the street. It's bigger than them. It's bigger than them and than them. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, we can go pick up these 3 guys who we caught, but it goes deeper than that. So
It does.
You seen the movie Taken?
Yes.
So you see how they was on the boat, up under the boat?
Yes.
And then the cruise ship just go off to, you never see, you know, so it's so much deeper than you think, just on the street.
And Atlanta has become a hub of sorts.
Yeah.
So it's real heavy.
But
down
what's
here.
a good thing that she said was, if you see a kid on the street that in your neighborhood or just walking around, ask them ask them a couple of things about this city. Because if you're here, if you moved here legitimately, you would know something about the city.
Yeah.
And she said if they don't know anything about the city, then it's a chance that they're not they're abducted, and try to get them help. That's a good thing of trying to figure out who's what. And she said a lot of times these kids just walking around don't have anywhere to go. So
And what
that's
also,
something to think about, though.
And was scary was that she said this is one of the prime times because it's Halloween. And, the kids are going to be in neighborhoods with costumes on. And as crazy as this may seem, she said this is one of the high times where they are really on the hunt.
Yeah, because she said the people have on masks,
People
snatch
have
them
on
up,
masks. Yep.
and they're gone, and you don't even know who they are. They have seasons, she said.
Yes.
That was crazy.
Seasons.
That they take kids. That is crazy. So parents, we asking you to listen, to look out for your kids, watch them, especially at bus stops, anywhere, walking to their friend's house, watch their friends. Shoot. That's another thing she said. Ask who the parents are. Don't just automatically be like, yeah, that's my friend. I'm going to go over her house, because they use girls to pick. They use other kids to pick up kids.
Yeah.
So she was one of the ones that would go to churches and on campus. She didn't even go to camp. She didn't even go to college, but was on campus.
Was online to play as Delta.
Recruiting people. I
Listen.
thought of you when she said Delta too, because you love the Deltas.
Shout out to all the ladies.
That's too funny. But anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We got to go into our guests. We got a couple of guests in the building. We got Ra from Chicago in the building.
Hey.
But we're going to come right back, y'all, with more of InDuStreet with Tina B.
And Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
We'll be right back. Hi, my name is Tina B with the Lingdale Agency, TLA. It's an agency for men and women ages 40 and over. And this is your opportunity to be a part of this amazing agency. Teach runway class where we teach them different turns, how to walk, straight walk, couture walk. And I have classes once a month or every other month, depending on the venue. And it's
Kayvon Hill, and I am with TLA, Ages Beauties Over 40. What I like most about TLA is the acting part of it, that we get the opportunity to be able to get out there and be seen and be able to network with all kinds of people here in the ATL and abroad. I hope that you too will want to join TLA. Tina Bridges is the best.
I have models, I have artists, I have medias and poets. We have a magazine called Vogue Ageless Beauty Magazine, and we also do runway, red carpet events, hosts, and so much more. So you want to be a part of this agency, email me, ababtlb@gmail.com or Instagram at TLAMGMT. And like my shirt say, we stay working. What's up, you guys? It's InDuStreet with Tina B.
Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
And we are back.
We are.
We have the beautiful. Is it Tamara or Tamara?
Tamara.
Tamara.
Hey, Tamara, how you doing?
I am great.
We are doing her beautiful event. Let me see your thing.
Yes.
Sisters in Charge, 4th
Yeah.
Annual Masquerade Gala Fundraiser for Domestic Violence, October 19th, 7 to 11 p.m. The Dawn Event Center, 3201 Atlanta Industrial Parkway. And that's Northwest Suite 104 in Atlanta, Georgia. My beautiful models will be walking the runway, and some more other ladies will be walking the runway this weekend. And this guy here,
That would be me. I will be performing a domestic violence piece that is, I'm sure, is going to.
can he curse
Of course.
at the event? It's just like
It's so.
What
I'm
because
gonna
the piece
so
is
the
so strong.
because the piece I wrote, and I'm just to give everybody a heads up. I always hear the stories about women and what they go through, so I wanted to write a piece from the perspective of the actual abuser, which was the hardest piece I've ever written because I've never done that before. I didn't have much to pull from, so I wrote it from an abuser's perspective, and he starts in the present time, then it's a flashback, then comes back to the present time. So it is, it's not overly harsh, but if you heard it and if you saw it the way I perform it, you would see why I perform it that way. Okay. So I was hoping, I said, we're going to have a bunch of grown people in the house. I don't hope that was going to be a problem. But when you hear it, you'd be like, okay, that's why he did it like that.
Okay. No, I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it.
So she got, she looking all cute. She ready for the weekend, honey. So,
hey, shout out to the people in the back.
So silly. So tell everybody, what is this your first one?
No, this is our 4th annual Masquerade Gala fundraiser for domestic violence. We have a couple of celebrities coming out to support the cause that just been so supportive, and I just want to say thank you to Q Parker, who's coming out. He'll be our entertainer for the night. Roger Bonds, he's been with Diddy for over 16 years, so he's coming out to support the cause.
Nice.
And Tamike Agugwa, he plays in Power season 2 and 4, and now he's in season 6. So they all coming out to support, and I'm just blessed to have them to be a part of the cause for this Saturday.
That's a beautiful thing. So, tell us about, do you know someone that's been through domestic violence, or you've been through domestic violence? Why this cause?
I am a survivor myself. I am a 3 times survivor. I've experienced sexual assault at the age of 6 years old, survived 3 domestic violence relationships, and now living as a multiple sclerosis warrior. It was when my last abuser almost took my life. He almost strangled me to death. I remember being in a hospital. When I woke up, it was 3 detectives taking pictures of my neck, and it was like 90-something degrees weather outside, and I couldn't even go outside with just, my tank top. I had to wear a turtleneck because I didn't want people to see his handprint was still on my neck. Wow. So it was from there. I remember when I got diagnosed with MS, like a month later, I went completely blind. I was blind out of my right eye for about 4 months, and being in the hospital for close to 2 weeks. And I remember one night I had the pillow over my head. I was like screaming. I was like, God, if you give me back my eyesight, I will not go back to to my abuser. And I didn't get my eyesight back, but I knew once I left the hospital that was it for me. From there, I just kept moving forward. I never looked back. I ended up getting my eyesight back maybe 4 months later, and that happened in Boston. So then I just picked up. I got a pickup truck like that December, and it was the day after Christmas. I rented a pickup truck, me and my 2 children, and left my house, left everything, furniture, everything, just took our clothes and just drove here 17 hours and just never looked back. And I became a best-selling author of a book called Unbroken, Still I Smile. It made the bestsellers list on Amazon within 24 hours when it first got published.
Nice.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And I just woke up one day, I said, I want to start my own nonprofit. I want to be the voice for the voiceless. I want to share my testimony, my truth, my story to other women who may be going through what I was going through and don't have the voice to speak up.
Right.
And I just started to follow God's vision for me, His platform, and I just this is my life. This is my platform. This is my baby, and I'm not ashamed to share my story. I know I'm saving lives, and this is my purpose, and I'm just going to continue to follow my dream.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, so what we were talking about earlier, you can relate to what we were saying.
Yeah. I actually work with another organization for girls from the age of 13 to 17 who's been exposed to sex trafficking. So it's a group home. I'm like a mentor, so I go in and I speak to them and I try to like give them like different training and stuff. It's here in Atlanta because it's a safe haven. I can't, tell where it's located.
Right.
But to see what these girls go through on a daily basis, what they've been exposed, their parents sold them,
Wow.
You have 12, you have a 12-year-old that's there. She's 12 years old. At 12 years old, I was playing with dolls. 12 years old, she's talking about, sex. She's talking about, I'm like, I'm 42, so stuff that she's talking about, I'm like, I've never experienced that. And I'm like, looking at her talking like, and I'm like, God, I'm very thankful that I am a mother of 2 daughters, and I'm just so blessed that my children, or didn't have to go through that, and it's sad to see, 12-year-old, but we gotta be a voice, for them. We have to be more role models, because they're so lost right now, and they think sex trafficking is what it is. You got them in there. They say they can't wait because, they've been taken away from their parents. That they're looking forward to getting out of the group home to go back to that lifestyle. Stripping. And
wow.
it's you see a lot, and we gotta educate these girls. Not just our own children too, because you don't know what they might be exposing to.
Right.
As parents, we gotta be there for them, not just as parents, but talk to them, be their friends, find out what's going on with them, and just be the voice for these girls, because they're very lost. And
Now, being that you went through this, do you find yourself being very cautious over your girls
yeah,
when you like date other guys
I don't-
or whatever? Do you?
well, I have my daughter. I have twins. They're 22. It's gonna be 23, but she's dating. Right now, she's. I can say my daughter, I'm very blessed because she's still pure. She's like, I'm not gonna look into having sex until she gets married. And at her 22, I had her. When I was 19. So I'm very blessed that my children, especially her, didn't follow my footstep. But even with my daughter that's here with me, she's 16. I talk to her about, sex. I talk to her like, you gotta be cautious. It's not just sex. There's diseases. There's HIV. There's, gonorrhea. There's, all that. So don't think sex is just sex. There's a lot of
It
things
comes with that.
comes with sex. So we have to start educating them, as early as we can, because even I didn't think I was gonna come across a 12-year-old that knows more about sex. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, I was just so blown away, and I'm like, what?
Wow.
But
Just what she done been through.
what she had been, yeah. And this is coming from her family, who's been exposing her to these things, she says. And it's a cold
terrible.
world, and we just need to do better and be there for these girls and educate more. We just need more awareness,
Yeah.
So
Have you ever come across any young boys or men that openly talk about it?
yeah, I have actually. I have two men who have reached out to me through social media, through my Facebook, and have talked to me about their experience with sexual assault and even domestic violence. How they was once married and they're divorced now. Their wives, used to beat them, and they never spoke up. And it's not because they never spoke up because they feel like nobody's gonna believe them as coming from a man telling their story. And I just say, men go through it too. And I don't just advocate for women, because I know men who have gone through domestic violence. And I have a close friend of mine, actually. He's a male, and I know for a fact that his wife used to just beat him. And she never went to jail. Nothing ever happened, because he was afraid that if he says anything, he'll look like he's very weak, or nobody would believe him, or but that's not the case. It goes both sides for men and women, because men go through domestic violence relationships and the abuse. So
That is true. And a lot of men feel that way.
yeah.
But do you find like a lot of boys in this sex trafficking, or is it more girls?
It's more girls, yeah.
Really?
The ones that yeah. It's to me, it's more to me that I've come across. It's more young girls than
More young girls
yeah,
than
yeah.
boys. All right.
Yeah.
So, what would you tell somebody that is going through that, or fighting the battle to get out of a situation, domestic situation? What would you tell them to do?
I would just tell them to get out the relationship, seek help, and you just got to learn how to love yourself first. And look at yourself in the mirror. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, is this what I really want for myself, or is this what I really want for my children? And if you are a mother who have kids in the house, when we think our children are not watching, they're not listening, trust and believe they are watching. Because my children, when I thought they wasn't watching and listening, they was watching and listening, and that only it didn't affect me, but it affected them, with school, because they would go to school angry, not you know what I'm saying, knowing that their mom just got beat the night before, listening to their mom screaming and yelling. So I had to decide whether or not did I wanted my kids to continue going through that. So I chose my children, and I thank God every day, because if He didn't diagnose me with MS, where I had lost the right vision of my right eye, I probably would have still been in that unhealthy relationship. So I take it as a lesson learned. I just say, why God gave, He just gave me that just so I can get out the relationship. And I'm just blessed to be alive today, because not too many women who are going through it make it alive, make it out alive.
You're right.
And I thank God every day. So I tell all women and any women, just love yourself first. Look at your kids and say, look at your kids in the eyes and say, they deserve their mom. You deserve to be there for your children, to be raising your children. And love is not supposed to hurt. Any man that puts their hands on you, that is not love at all. So love yourself first before you can love anybody.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you so much for being a part of the show and giving us your transparency. We appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Because
You got me over here heated. You already know how I feel about domestic violence, so I really it's just a very sore spot with me. So
Absolutely. So we would definitely see you on Saturday.
Yes.
We can't
Come
wait.
out and
I get to wear a mask and
It's
everything.
gonna be
Yes,
wear your
yes,
mask.
yes,
It's gonna. You guys
yes.
still got tickets?
Yeah, I think we have 6 or 8 tickets left, general ticket, but VIP is sold out. Yeah.
What? Can
Yeah.
we give 2 away right now?
Sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, cool beans. So if you want to go to this amazing
Yes.
show on Saturday night, we're giving away 2 tickets. Either comment or call in 470-251-4707, and we will give you the pair.
Actually, I
of
have the tickets with me, so I'll leave them too.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So I'll leave them at we'll call for you guys. So if you want these 2 tickets, hit me up right now, comment or call in 470-251-4707. You will see both of us there. We got a great show for you, fashion show for you.
Yes. Thank you.
Great
I
designers
appreciate you.
coming through. Absolutely. So we will definitely be there on Saturday. We'll see you on Saturday. Give them your Instagram.
My Instagram is Tamara Charles _ Facebook, I go by just Tamara Charles, and my organization number is 678-789-1952. So I'm all over social media as Tamara Charles. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you. Thank
All right.
you.
All right, you guys. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with more guests. It's In the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Otley, what up, though?
We'll be right back.
what's up, y'all? I'm Zephaniah Terry. And I'm rocking InDuStreet with Tina B and Mr. Albert.
What's up, you guys? It's In the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
What's up? Okay, so we got those tickets for you guys. If y'all want to win these tickets,
Y'all got to call in. 470-251-4707.
the boss has spoken. Just
Again,
saying.
470-251-4707 if you want these tickets. I like the way you accompany the hand motion. I like that.
Period. Okay, for sure. Now we got my man in the building. We've been talking on Facebook. Ra. Say your whole name. I don't know.
I go by the name Ra the Reflex. I am the host of the Hip Hop Pharmacy Presents in Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago in the building, y'all.
Most definitely.
Let me tell you the power of Facebook. What's up? The power of Facebook all day, y'all. I'm telling you. He'll just see me out in these streets and he made a comment or whatever. We just been talking back and forth on Facebook whenever he see our show. He chimes in. So he's in town and he was like, I'm in your city. I'm like, what? Where? What? Where?
Out here in Stockbridge.
Okay. So I was like, you got to come by this station. So I'm glad you came through. In the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
Who this?
This ain't nothing but the man T-Bump. What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, T-Bump?
What's going on with you, man?
Nothing much. Just watching y'all show while I'm trying to work on some editing. I did an event. I'm trying to put the photos together now. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I like the show. I love
Thank
the show.
you. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
I'm trying to get the tickets because I got a friend coming in town to help me do some editing, and she coming all the way from Panama, Florida. It'll be a great opportunity for her to see Atlanta in another way.
Well, we got you.
Well, you are the caller.
You
so
are
get
the
ticket.
winner. Give me a bell on that. Congratulations.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm going to tell her for
Come
sure.
on, Chris.
Hey, hey, I'm just like you, B, man. I don't believe in domestic violence, man. I grew up trying to protect my mama, I was like, my stepfather used to put his hands on my mama, and at the certain times there was nothing I could do until I was like 17, and that's another reason why I lift weights and played football. So one day I heard him upstairs crapping, and that was the last time he ever put his hands on my mama, because I sure beat that brother down. I beat him.
He
I broke the
deserved
whole
everything you
coffee
gave
table,
him.
man. Everything. It was like 3 years of just nothing I could do. But when I got hold to him that day, boy, and then when they ever got into an argument again, he was like, boy, get your mama. Nah, let her beat your. I was standing right there when she was beating me. If he would put a hand on, I would have bust him up. So yeah, a couple times they got into it, and I stood right there. If he would have put his hand on him, I would have smashed him. She was beating him too. She was hitting him with remember them big wooden spoons and forks you used to have on side
Yes. I think every mom had those doors, fork and spoons.
Yeah, that spoon she beat him with. Then she left. But you know what? The sad thing about it, man. My mama married him after that too.
Wow.
I'm like, dang, yeah. It was crazy too.
That is.
Because when I left to go to college, then that's when a whole lot of other stuff kept going in. So yeah, she married him when I was in college, and I was like, I couldn't. And then you just think about all the things that you did to defend that, and then all of a sudden you just
marry.
And I know that lady means, you got to find ways to get away from that.
Yeah.
You got to find. And then I saw Tyler Perry is putting up some homes for women that are being domestic down here. Right. He's doing that.
Yeah, he putting it on his site, on his grounds. Yeah, he gonna.
Yeah, so.
He's gonna be a safe haven for women.
I love y'all show.
Appreciate it.
We gotta. I gotta get our logo up on there on that backdrop behind y'all every time y'all be flashing.
Yep, you sure do. You sure do.
So just let me know how much it's gonna cost us. We'll pay for it.
All right, I got you. I'll see y'all on Saturday.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Where we gotta go to?
I'll have them at Will call for y'all.
Okay, yeah. Call me then. All right.
I will.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Ra. So tell everybody what's good with you.
Well, I am down here visiting My sister, Davita the Clipper Cut Queen.
Hey,
Y'all know
ATL's
Roy
hottest
Black.
barber.
Hey.
Yes.
And getting ready to do a lot of big things with the Hip Hop Pharmacy, with Hip Hop Pharmacy Presents.
Okay.
I do several different types of shows. I do one that's focused mostly on old school hip hop, so that's called Fresh Radio. You can catch that on Spotify. Then we got the Hip Hop Pharmacy, which is current hip hop, a lot of bars, and then we also got Hypnotic Radio, which is all the smooth, slow jazz for the ladies.
Nice.
You know.
And what day your show?
I do my shows, we're coming back Monday through Friday. So we do the whole entire week. So you definitely can check us out. Check me out on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter at The Hip Hop Pharmacy or Hypnotic Radio. That's HYPNOTIQ. We give you some great music.
Yeah, they do. They really do. I
So-
tune in a few times, and y'all be doing it.
So one of the things that I definitely wanted to do while I'm down here,
Yeah.
since I'm on the show, because I call the show.
Yeah.
I call the show, and I'm actually physically on the show, is to talk about, some of the correlations with Atlanta and Chicago, because there's a huge amount of correlation between the two cities.
Right.
There's a lot of different restaurants, different businesses that are ran by people who are initially from Chicago who relocated to Atlanta. And I'm actually considering becoming one of those individuals as well. And I was at Club Emerald, and some stuff took place with Club Emerald that we are not at liberty to discuss as of yet. But there's going to be some parties and some events coming to Club Emerald, sponsored by the Main Event Mafia, sponsored by what we do.
Nice.
So,
Well, I got we have a club reviewer that calls in about 7:00. Well, about 8:00.
Yeah, about 7:45.
And she has a new spot on Fridays, so maybe you can get there as well.
oh, definitely.
Okay. So she got a nice spot called Pegasus. Pegasus, I think is the name of it. What is it? Pegasus. Pegasus Lounge, yeah, on Buford Highway.
Shout out to Nice with Temptation.
Nice with Temptation. She'll call in a few minutes, but she do club reviews. She go to different clubs around town, so she can tell you what club is a good spot to hit.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you want to get with her. I'll connect you with her.
Oh, definitely.
All right, cool beans. So, Rise, this is different from Chicago.
Weather-wise, definitely.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I left to come down here, it went from warm to bitter cold the same day. And if you live in the Midwest, we can go from heat to air conditioning literally in 24 hours.
Pretty much.
Pretty
Wow.
much. Now, you from Detroit, right?
For sure.
Right, so you know exactly what I'm talking about that
That's why I ain't going
sudden
back.
weather change. So it went from, oh, this is all right, to, oh, Lord. it got cold.
Oh,
People
gotcha.
that turned their heat on.
People putting on jackets. Jackets just showed up out of the clear blue.
Yeah.
Like, we was wearing shorts. Now we wearing leathers out here.
Oh,
now.
wow.
So
See, I can't
also,
deal.
one of the things that I've noticed since I've been down here, and I've been down here since Saturday, is there's a lot more going on in the urban community in Atlanta as opposed to Chicago, which is one of the reasons why you got so many people from Chicago moving from Chicago to southern states or to southern cities such as Atlanta, because we kind of are tired of the bureaucracy that we deal with in the Midwest. And I'm pretty sure that, Miss Ali, you can say the same thing about Detroit, is that Chicago has such a huge mafia background and lineage that black people in Chicago don't get the same opportunities that they should.
So the influence is still heavy like that?
Yes, the Chicago outfit is still very heavy like that. And we've really, now that we have a black mayor again, we haven't had a black mayor in almost actually over 30 years, we now have a black mayor, which is Mayor Lauren Lightfoot, who is also the country's first openly lesbian African American mayor in
I didn't know
U.S.
that.
history.
That's a Black
Oh
History fact.
wow.
So, and we haven't had a black mayor sitting in since Harold Washington. And Harold Washington was like nationally well known. And a lot of people come to Atlanta from Chicago because they want opportunities. They want to be able to do more things within a space of doing it with the black community without all the red tape and all the litigation and everything else that comes with it. So, and I hopefully Lauren Lightfoot and others will open it up a little bit. But we're not going to go into the politics of Chicago because it doesn't pertain to Atlanta. But that's one of the things I've noticed is that Atlanta is a lot more open to black enterprise.
Got you.
Music scene is about the same. The music is very much the same. Because we get ratchet in Chicago is about as ratchet is gonna get. We invented house music. So anybody know anything about house music, especially ghetto house music or juke music, they know we go there. So we definitely, as far as that, we're gonna bring a lot more of that juke feel to the clubs here, that house music feel to the clubs here as well. We want to see footwork with that twerking. We want to see some footwork with the twerking.
You know what?
We need to see footwork with the twerking.
Footwork with the twerking.
We're not even going to talk about footwork because we already know how the D get down.
Right, the D, Chicago, the
What's
Midwest.
y'all type of music?
What are the D is heavy is techno. We jit.
Right.
They do footwork. We call it the jit. It's similar. It's really all about the footwork in a sense, but each has their own styles. And I remember some years ago, they would have battles where cats from Detroit would go down to Chicago, and they would have these events, and they would have the contest and vice versa. So,
Walla Cam, right?
Yeah, so
Walla
it's
Cam.
Everybody used to say Detroit and Chicago is just alike, but it's not. We just a few hours apart. But it's definitely a healthy respect back and forth, though.
True that. It's a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
close
things.
like that? It's close?
Yeah, like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't
It's
know that.
3.5, 4 hour drive between the two cities.
Oh, wow.
And also, a lot of the stuff that you associate to Detroit, you can easily associate to Chicago and vice versa.
Gotcha.
We may have different names for it. Like in Detroit, they say jit. In Chicago, we say juke.
What we say?
Y'all, yeek. I guess y'all yeek
Oh,
it down here.
yeek. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess what they call it.
Which is very similar to the juke jit thing. If you're on the West Coast, it's crumping. Crumping is basically the same thing. It's just crumping is a little bit more upper body. Chicago's juke or jit in Detroit is way more lower body.
Yeah.
It's about speed. It's about accuracy with the foot. It's about, hitting all those steps with the same tempo as that beat. And the beat is going very, very fast.
Yeah, and it's techno or house music that they do it off of. That's what I do miss about the D. Besides the cool sound.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen y'all dance before.
And also just, as far as the music scene is in Chicago, we're going through a renaissance right now where you got one of the biggest MCs that's in the game right now is Chance the Rapper. And Chance the Rapper, is putting on heavily for Chicago. Obviously, we still got Common, we got Twista, we got Shauna, who did some stuff with Serving the Peace and all that. Obviously, Kanye with the Sunday services that he's doing.
Oh, did you hear about what's going on with him right now? Him and Jamal Bryant?
No. What's going on with that?
He gave Jamal, he came down here for his Sunday school.
Right, the Sunday service
thing at New Birth. And he gave all this money to Jamal. But then he goes to Utah and starts talking about Trump and how he's all for Trump and all this type of stuff. So Jamal took the money and gave the money to Morris Brown and made a whole and donate the money under his mom's name, because his mom used to be a professor at the school,
Okay.
Donda West. So he gave all the money to Morris Brown under her name, under English major, on English scholarship.
Right, because
So you can write and make new laws into different stuff he was trying, talk about.
right, because Donda
Good move.
West, she
Like,
was an English professor at Chicago State University, and I know she's been very instrumental. I think that's one of the biggest things that Kanye is dealing with and still dealing with. He never grieved that. He never had that moment to grieve it, and it just
He's
imploded
angry.
on him.
I think he's really, really angry.
Yeah, he's angry. He's angry because I think a lot of people who criticize Kanye don't really break down what all Kanye has done or what all Kanye has been through in a relatively short period of time.
Yeah.
Even though we don't see it as a short period of time. But in relative to life, it is a short period of time. He went from doing local stuff in Chicago with groups like Infamous Syndicate, which is the group that Shauna was with prior to linking up with Ludacris and linking up with Disturbing the Peace. And then he goes from that to H to the Izzo, doing stuff with Jay. Him and No ID and stuff like that. They're doing stuff with Jay. From that point, it went from him to the first album. It went straight into, College Dropout. And from the point of College Dropout to now, he really hasn't taken a real break.
Right.
And, he went from being engaged to a woman, and their engagement went bad, and that was a public engagement with Alexis. And then, of course, Donda passes away, and then the whole Amber Rose situation. We forget about the Amber Rose situation, but that's what really got her put on. And then
absolutely.
ultimately the Kim Kardashian stuff that's going on now, and he's still trying to navigate everything. And I don't think that he
has
has
time
to really navigate, because his backbone has always been, Donda. His backbone is Donda. And without Donda there to really pull his coattail, now he's just surrounded by a bunch of cats who he pays them. So, of course, they're not going to pull his coattail because he's supplying their money.
Right, absolutely. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man.
So,
Absolutely.
but I think what ultimately with Kanye is he's going to find his voice. He's going to find that space where he can navigate back into again where it's safe for him. Right now, the stuff they saying about Donald Trump, we don't get behind that in Chicago. There's a lot of stuff that Kanye West says that Chicago doesn't necessarily support. We don't speak on it so much because of the fact that, we on the land, as we call it in Chicago, when we on that land, we speak on ourselves. We're more or less like, if you rep Chicago, we ain't gonna let you go out there and completely, get bashed. But at the same time, what you stand for, that's the express written and verbal thing of you, and that's not us. And we don't all jail that way.
Right. But some people feel like if you from where I'm from, then you believe what I believe as well. Let's take this right here. In the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Nisa K, with your weekly food review.
Hey.
Nisa.
Okay.
What's up?
Hey. So, greetings from Panama City Beach, Florida.
Come on with it.
It's your girl, Nisa K of Eat and Drink with Me, and this week's food review, I was able to experience this because we had a group catering last week for lunch. So Mission Barbecue is the name of the restaurant. They have several locations here in different parts of Florida. For our group, they basically did whole ribs, chicken, brisket, barbecue, and they gave us some sides, some mac and cheese, string beans, pork and beans with meat, and cornbread, and then they did Oreo pudding dessert, which is really good. So great customer service, quick setup. For that, I give them a 10 for their service. With the food rating, I'm going to say the majority of the dishes were seasoned properly. You know, I'm from Texas, and I come from a family of barbecuers, grillers, smokers, cooks. So when it comes to barbecue, I'm looking at it at a whole different level. First of all, your meat has to be able to stand up without sauce. I need you to marinate your stuff before you put it on the grill. So the meat without the sauce was just okay. I had to put the sauce on it to give it a little flavor. So, but everything else was very tasty. And so overall, with all the seasonings, everything, the whole meal on the plate was pretty good. The cornbread, they got me on the cornbread because they made it like my mom and my grandma taught me how to make sweet. So they got a big check with that. So overall rating, the food, I gave it an 8. The overall rating, I give it an 8. I would definitely eat there again, because again, everything, majority of the stuff was good. But again, your meat got to be able to stand up by itself. You can't just put sauce on everything. But definitely check them out. Again, it's Mission Barbecue. This location is at 508 East 23rd Street in Panama City Beach, Florida. 32405 is their zip code. Their health grade, they are passing. I checked that out for Bay County. And you can follow them on Instagram and Facebook, Mission Barbecue. And you can follow me on all platforms as well, Eat and Drink with Me. And if there's somewhere you want me to go check it out, hit me up at eatanddrinkwithme@gmail.com, and I will definitely go check it out for you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Nisa. We appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Happy dining.
All right. All right, Ra. Well, you know what? We're getting ready to get into our next segment, so we're going to tell everybody where they can find you and follow you once again on
they
your
can
station.
Find me on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.com/The Hip Hop Pharmacy. Is spelled exactly the way it's meant to be spelled, the British way of spelling it, The Hip Hop Pharmacy. Also, Hypnotic Radio is spelled HYPNOTIQ. Hypnotic Radio for all your slow jams. And we definitely will be back in Atlanta. Like I said, we got some things that I'm working on with Club Emerald and some other locations, hopefully in the greater Atlanta area. Bring a lot of the Chicago artists down to Atlanta and vice versa. Okay. And possibly do some shows with you where we can, collaborate and get some things going. And I'm trying to find out about this barbecue because they said,
well, that's in Tampa. She's in Tampa.
Okay, because they said, she said something that was very key because I could.
Oh, okay. She said without the sauce.
Yes.
Yeah,
barbecue supposed to stand by itself.
Right.
If it's good barbecue, it's standing all the way by itself. It doesn't need any sauce. It's supposed to have that good smoke ring. It's supposed to have the good flavor. The sauce just enhances. And if you like she was like, she didn't sound convinced at all. She sounded like this is not real. This
Right. Well, that's Nisa K. Y'all have to check her out on Eat and Drink with Me. She is definitely be bringing us the good food review. Well, there you go, Nisa. Go to Chicago. All right, you guys, we're going to get into our next segment, which is a relationship segment called He Said, She Said. We'll be right back with more of InDuStreet with Tina B.
And Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
We'll be right back, you guys.
All men are not the same.
That's what he said. Can he call me instead of texting all the time?
That's what she said.
It's He Said, She Said relationship segment every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
on Global Vision TV Status Network.
It's InDuStreet with Tina B.
And Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Zephaniah Terry. I'm rocking InDuStreet with Miss Tina B and Mr. Ali.
Hey,
Hey,
where you been?
I was out with the girls. I told you don't wait for me for dinner. What are you doing?
You went there again, didn't you?
I did. And, okay, it's not like I go all the time.
Doesn't matter. You know what it does to you? To me?
Oh my God. What is it with you and Jamaican food? What bothers you so bad? What is the problem?
You know oxtails give you gas.
What did I do?
Next time, take your Woman-Lax with you.
Laxative for Women, the gentle, predictable overnight relief.
What's up, you guys? It's In the Street with Tina B.
Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
I got them cracking up with that commercial. Shout out to Bobby Peoples doing their thing. Fixation 2 coming out October, I think it's 23rd, next week.
The People's Network.
I'm in Fixation 1 and 2. Thank you.
Yes, you are. I was there at the premiere.
Yes, you were.
I
Thanks
just
for the
wanted
support.
To say that. I just
Right.
want to say that so I can say I synced
You
it.
was there.
I synced
You know what I
it
mean?
for everybody else. You hear me?
Just in case you didn't know, The Shell of a Man stage play, produced by me, and it's an unscripted stage play, the first ever unscripted stage play that I am producing with 6 gentlemen, 6 women. This play comes out November 10th. The tickets are on sale right now. Eventbrite.com. The Shell of a Man. Tickets are only $10.
Only $10?
$10.
Word.
Go get your tickets. It's going to be at Rendezvous Event Hall in Forest Park. So free parking. It's awesome. So you need to come out. Got food vendors, T-shirt vendors, snack vendors. Got a cash bar. So come out and support this play, man. It's
Enjoy
gonna be
yourself.
awesome. And it's
Yeah.
narrated by The Voice. I call him The Voice.
Yes, that
my
is it.
co-host right
That's
here.
me. That's me right there.
Mr. Outley will be
Yeah,
narrating
that
the
me.
play. DJ Bobby Peoples will be on the 1s and 2s. Choop, choop. So he will be there as well. Choop, choop.
What
I
what
knew
what
you-
do what do
I knew
DJ
you
sound
felt
like?
it.
I'm just saying like that.
Up. Shut up.
Is that what DJ sound? No, I'm just asking. Is that what DJ sound like? I
Thank
believe
you.
that's what a DJ sounds like. Shout out to the people in the back though. That's
Thank
a
you.
new one. I ain't even heard that one.
So earlier you know what? Whatever. He's talking about some, whatever. So we was talking earlier about Kanye, and speaking of Kanye, I was watching some of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and him and Kim was talking, and they were going to the Met Gala, and you know the Met Gala, and you know how they dress at the Met Gala.
Right.
So she had this dress made, and it kind of looked like almost skin, right? It's fitted her where it looks like skin. So he was complaining that, about the dress, because he was like, it's too much. People talk about how, I just get tired of people talking about how sexy my wife is and the way you look and stuff like that. And she was like, but you always say how sexy I am, but he's on this new journey of, this walk he's on right now. So he's looking at a different way. And so she's like, but I'm not on that journey. So it's like, in a relationship, what do you do? Because people are constantly changing in a relationship. And that's what I always say. You'll never know everything about nobody because people always changing. So if you're in a relationship and before it was rah, 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 and now it's like Jesus walks. You know what I mean? So he don't want her to dress like that. And so they did go. She had on the skin dress and he had on a sweatshirt and jeans. So it's like, he was, determined to just be down, and then she looked all with this skin dress on and they looked crazy because he just had on a sweatshirt and jeans. So how do you feel about you in a relationship and say, for instance, when you met her, she goes to church every Sunday, but now it's to the point where she's going clubbing. So how do you adjust to that? Or vice versa?
Specifically to Kanye West, I think he was dressing like that just out of spite.
Yeah.
It's okay for him to take his walk. It's okay for him to make that change, but it is very selfish for him to force that change onto her. You know exactly what and who she was when you met her. So you can't change the player's game in the ninth inning. No, I think it's hella selfish. Whatever she want to wear, let her wear that. Not let her.
Allow. Well,
it ain't even that.
Not even allow.
Continue to let her be who she was when you met her.
Mm-hmm.
If she decides to take that journey with you, then yes, that is absurd for him to think. If it's me, listen. If I'm telling you constantly sexy, I don't care what you wear. Whether you with me or you're not, you wear what you wear. Don't change because of me. Because if I wear ascots now, guess what? I will continue wearing ascots. But I think he was very out of order for not dressing appropriate. And the Met Gala is always over the top.
It is.
That's one of the things about it. Everybody is over the top.
But the thing is, before when they was going, he wasn't on this journey. So now he's on this journey. So he look at it like, you're wearing that? And she's like, yeah, you always said I'm sexy. You always talk me up that I'm sexy. So now you want to say that I'm too sexy. You know what I mean? Because you're on this journey. And she's like, I'm not on this journey. So he just walks out the room mad, of course. And then when you see the pictures, he got on a sweatshirt and jeans.
He'll be all right. He ain't about to do nothing. You ain't about to leave. You go get over. You gonna be mad and you go get over it.
Basically,
still gonna be sexy.
Make sure it's on.
Basically, it's like Kanye. You knew who you was dealing with. Mm-hmm. You knew you was dealing with. You dealt with Amber Rose being out here half naked.
But he wasn't on that walk then.
Right.
It's a difference. I'm talking about now, while he's on this journey of Christ, he looking at her like she's over the top now.
Because some people even question the journey itself. Some people even.
I was going to get to that.
That's true.
And so let's flip it like this. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now you already know how Beyonce is going to dress at a Met Gala, and Jay is subject. You
gotta hold it up
because he's at that point where
you gotta hold the mic, or we can't hear you.
Right, he's at that point where he's going to dress basically however he chooses to dress. If he chooses to dress up, he's going to dress up. If you want to put on that black blue Yankee and pull it over like he used to do in the 90s, he's going to do that. But he's Jay. But Beyonce is always going to be Beyonce. She's always going to look the way you expect Beyonce to look. She's not going to, dumb it down. You marry Kim Kardashian. Aside from anything else, she's not known for anything else but her image. So because she's not known for anything else but the image, what do you expect from her image? That's her image.
But that's the thing, though. He knows her image.
Right,
but he looks at it like, but
oriented.
I'm not on that no more. I want you to dress down because I'm about walking this walk now.
But and
she stood her ground like, I'm not.
Right, but if he's walking that walk, and let's say he's walking it and it's legit, that's his walk, that's fine for him to have that walk. But the problem becomes your walk and you making these decisions within your walk jeopardizes her level of fame because her fame is based on image.
Yeah, true that.
And if she were to switch that up, that's going to affect not only her bottom line, it's going to affect the other
family.
Kardashians, it's going to affect the TV show, it's going to affect her brands. It's not going to affect his brands because his brands is not based on image so much.
Right. It's
his
about music.
Is more based on the music.
Yeah, that's true.
Hers is based strictly on image. If we took away the sex tape, which is where she basically came from with Ray J, if you took away that, if you took away the OJ trial with her father, if you took all of those aspects away from her, we wouldn't know who Kim Kardashian was right now. We really wouldn't. So for us to even see who Kim Kardashian is now, it's strictly based upon what she wears.
Yeah, her image. Absolutely. Let's see what we got another meme. You got something?
I never cared much for her. I never thought she was
I didn't
sexy.
find her sexy
Yeah,
at all.
I'm like, okay.
I'm just saying she ain't really hitting on all that.
Ha. Two people are dating, and the woman mentions that she is saving sex for her husband, and the guy is cool with that. And then he mentions that they should always go Dutch for dates because he is saving money for his wife. The woman points out that it's not cool that he not take her on dates just because she doesn't want to have sex. He mentions that that's not the case at all, but clarifies that just like sex, finances should be reserved for marriage. Hold on, Kush. Hold on. Like I heard someone say, if a man say, okay, I'm not paying for dates. I'm not paying for dates for 90 days. Like a woman holds sex for 90 days. If a man says, okay, I'm not taking you out for 90 days, would you go with that?
You know goodwill is not
Why
any
you quiet
woman.
over here?
You know it's goodwill. It's not any woman who's going to be like, 90 days and you not paying for any of the dates for the 90 days, we ain't going to even make it to the 90 days.
I think it'd be more so of, it's not so much as his money. It'll be more so of, do you not want to take me out on a date? It'll be more so of that than more so of his money. I don't really care about his money like that. It's just the fact that I feel like, y'all want to take me out? Why you don't want to take me out?
It is kind of about the money because, okay, you're going out to get to know each other. And you're going out to get to know each other, so she's made a conscious effort that she is not going to give up any sex at all for 90 days.
Right.
That's her choice. That's her prerogative.
Right.
That's her body.
Right.
You get it.
Right.
And we got to make concession to that. But at the same time, women also had to make equal concession because at the same time and everything, when you go into a situation where you're just meeting somebody, you don't know where that's going to last. You don't know if it's going to last. You don't know where it's going to go. You don't know if it's going to be just a friendship or a business association, or y'all just smash and keep it moving, or if it's going to be long term. So why are you putting all the long-term effect financially into it at the very beginning?
Well, that's the same as sex.
Where is exactly?
But that's the same as sex. Like, why would I give him all my sex and then it goes nowhere? Now I done gave you my body and it going nowhere. The same way, like men don't want to take a bunch of women out on dates, so they kind of try to, let's do some meet and greets here, because if you spend $30 here, $50 here, $60 here trying to find that right one,
you're gonna be broke quick.
Yeah, you broke. I hear a lot of guys say that. What you think, Mr. Outley? You quiet over here.
3, 2,
here we go.
1.
Blast off. So, that being said,
but he gonna start with so. You
first
know,
off, it really just depends on what his intentions are. You know, so yeah, that's fine. She could save sex. I don't think it's necessarily wrong for him to not to want to spend his money, but I don't think he should express that, because I do agree with you on the one hand with a lot of women nowadays. They don't care about your money because they can pay for their own dates, but they're like, so you ashamed to
be with me? Yeah.
To be seen out in public?
Mm-hmm.
The way that meme is worded is ridiculous to begin with. And furthermore, men don't have to take women on dates to get sex. Let me say that one more time in the camera. Men do not have to take women on dates to get sex. Furthermore, I ain't met a woman in my life, in my entire adult life, that said she was not having sex until she got married. I ain't met nan one. I said it, nan one. I'm not saying it's impossible, but in 2019, I mean, especially I think, yes, I did agree with you. I saw your little thing you did. But depending on where you are, nobody be caring about that. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, that $30, he go blow it anyway. He could be using you just for your time. He didn't want to go eat by himself.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, we're using each other. Like
Everybody
I
can see
know,
this, yeah.
I know that you want sex, so therefore I'm gonna call you up and say, "Hey, you want to go get something to eat?" And you be like, "Hey, do you want to go get
Make
something
no
to eat?"
mistake about it.
Because
These women want sex too. Matter of fact,
that's what I said. We're
gentlemen,
using each other. That's what I said. We call y'all because we know you want to have sex, so we be like,
No, that's not what I'm saying.
want to go get something to eat or
That's not what I'm
whatever,
saying.
and you be like, yeah, well, let's go get something to eat, and you know at the end of the night sex may come out, or you'll call her up and be like, you want to go get something to
I see what
eat
you did there.
because you know at the end
I
of
see
the
what you did
night
there.
she gonna give up.
I see
So
what
we
you did there.
using each other.
No, but the way you started it by saying we called y'all to go on a date because that's what we're after. Listen, women already know. Sometimes they only be wanting to go. And they're like, oh, well, he go feed me. I'm going to go and go. But he go get something anyway. But I can eat. So women use us too, fellas. We
That's
are
what I
not.
said, we using each other.
We are not going to
I said
allow these strange calls. These women be trying to use us for our sexual capabilities. Know your
Stop
worth.
answering the phone. Stop. You know what? Like I said before, this dude had told me that girls only call him on Friday. Like nobody call him all week, and then they'll call him like, "Hey, what we
What time
eating?"
of night though?
And
No, during the day. I mean, just see what they're gonna go eat because they know on Friday they're gonna go eat.
and
So
when
he was
they-
like, nobody
when this
calls.
person call, does this woman call with the greeting of, "Hey, big head"?
Right. Right.
The
Yes.
big head greeting.
The big head greeting.
When
Yes.
you get the big head greeting,
You already
bruh,
know what it
you
is.
already know what it is.
Go on and get
You
your
don't
money
even
together.
And I agree with you, bro. You don't have to automatically take her out just to get that, because if she's already got it in her mind, she's finna smash. She want to get smashed.
Yeah.
You can
You
take
ain't
her
gotta
to
say nothing.
McDonald's, and that's what she want to do. That's
Don't
what she's
you-
going
I was about to
do.
hit the bell, but I
Everybody-
ain't gonna take her to McDonald's. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is that
I want
she's
to.
already got it in her
No,
mind.
you
she
take me to
want
McDonald's,
to
you ain't getting
smash.
nothing. 'Cause I don't,
I
even
don't
like
even eat
McDonald's.
McDonald's. I ain't gonna feed her that.
You can take me to
Right,
pizza
but
and
if
it's
that's
on
all
and
she-
popping.
If that's all her limitations is, then that's
Oh, yeah, that's true that.
true. That I mean,
Let's go
you
to
know.
the next meme and see what's up. Because you won't get nothing from me from McDonald's. Topic, request. If an ex passes away and you are hurt, is it okay to show emotion in front of your current partner? Been there,
Oh, that's
done that. I was dating a guy, and we was out driving, and a friend of mine called me and said a dude that I used to date had died in a car accident. So I really didn't know how to feel because I'm with somebody else, and I didn't know how to feel. Like, do I mourn in front of him? You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't know how to feel. Actually,
I think
don't
you
know.
should feel whatever you honestly feel at that moment, because it's going to be dependent on how close you are to the person who passed. I mean,
Yeah.
the person who passed. Now, this is a ex of yours that you're not cool with, and things didn't go too well, and then you find out, oh, she passed. You obviously you ain't gonna jump for joy in the car and everything, but you're gonna get to you may not have that same feeling.
that's true.
But if it's someone who y'all had some years under each other's belts,
Yeah.
y'all, even if y'all broke up and y'all been broke up for a period of time, there's a segment of your life that you spent with this person.
Yeah.
And if you hear, oh, so and so woo's woo, she done died.
Then you gonna feel a certain kind of way.
something.
Yeah.
And the person that you wish should
Understand?
understand it, because at the end of the day, that person just passed on. You're with this person now. Are you gonna be jealous of bodies?
Yeah, you can be. Because
Why would
you
you
can
be
be jealous
jealous
of
of a
a you can be
body?
jealous of a memory. Because sometimes people can't let that memory go. So they take that into their new relationship. So you're kind of lingering over here, and I'm trying to start something new over here, and they won't let this go
But
of the
then that
memory.
goes into
Every birthday, every anniversary, they keep thinking about it, and they keep going
But
back
then
to
that
it.
goes into
so.
communication, because if you communicate with each other in the early beginnings of the relationship, then those things should have been ironed out, at the very least should have been
No,
discussed.
but this is the person just died. You ain't discussing that.
But I mean, you discuss, attachments. you can discuss attachment, and you can discuss, you know, you can kind of read when someone is attached to somebody in their past.
But I'm
You
saying
can more or
if
less
you, I'm
get it,
saying if you
so.
just getting with somebody and that person suddenly dies, you don't know how this person gonna act or affect this person at the time. Like
Right.
Ray, you seen the movie Ray when she died and he went and cried and she started to go over there and console him and she said, "Nah, I ain't gonna console him." Did y'all see the movie Ray with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, I saw it.
And he found out the baby mama, the woman he's been cheating with all those years, had overdosed, and he started, you know, crying. And his wife was gonna go over there and console him. She's like, "No, I ain't gonna console him. Let him just go and do what he do." But she just let him cry it out, you know. But that's basically the same. Like, what do you do? How do you?
I don't think it should be. I don't think a person should feel any type of way because at the end of the day, you're still human, regardless of the seriousness of how things ended or whatever it is. You're still human, so it's natural to have those human reactions and feelings towards somebody, whether you boohoo crying or you just say a silent prayer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for the new person that you're with to feel any type of way, I think it's selfish. I don't think that's right at all, regardless of how you act, because you can't tell someone how to feel and how to mourn because you never know how you feel in that same vein. You know, so I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, if it happened to me, you know, knowing type of person I am, I just wouldn't say nothing. I just make sure that I'm there if she needed to lean on my shoulder. Go and get it out.
Go and get it out. Well, we got another meme, Kush. What are your thoughts? Do men lose respect for women after first date sex?
No.
Men lose respect for women after first date sex. Yeah, that question. Oh, my voice sounds good though. Yes.
It's the YouTube link.
Do it?
You know what? I think.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario. If you meet her and the date is good, you take her out on the date, and the date is going great. Y'all having a great conversation.
I know
Y'all
a scenario was
talking,
coming.
and everything just super duper. And then you invite her back for a nightcap, you know, and then boom, you have sex.
Look, I don't give a damn about her giving it up on the first night. That just let me know that she know what she wants.
You know,
out of
y'all
life.
say that. That's a lie. That's a lie because y'all
I
say that. Y'all
actually,
good for saying that.
That was not me. That was actually Andre 3000's words. Okay, now, that
But
was
look,
3 stacks. But I can say this: as a young cat, 21, 22, not knowing any better, yeah, we might be like, well, damn, this is just how she get down. But now you like.
This how she get down?
No, she grown. She has made a decision, and more often than not, we be surprised. I'd be like, she really about to? She? I mean, yeah.
You feel
I
like
mean,
you
I
gotta
was.
make a decision.
I'm like,
That's
yeah,
what
I
I'm
was
saying. They
smelling
be
the pepper.
surprised. You know what? You
Listen, because you just never
Oh
really
my
know.
God.
I'm like, yeah, I was smelling the peppermint. Now, make no mistake about it, but that don't mean she gonna be ready to go.
Gosh.
So you just never
when
know.
When she on ready to go, you be like, what?
I'll be like, oh. In my mind, I be thinking stuff. Now, I'm not about to say what I would be thinking
I
if
wanna
this was
know.
to hypothetically happen in my life.
I want to
but
know.
I would have some
This
thoughts.
is not hypothetical.
And then I will start preparing myself mentally because now it's a shift. Because I'm thinking we had a good time, have some conversation, have some drinks. She go be on her way. I'm like, okay, am I going to go to sleep right now? Am I going to leave the house? And she be like, so what you about to do? I might be like, what up, dog? She might be like, what up, dog? So now I got to get my mind right because I wasn't ready.
I think most men is gonna be like that. If you
Oh my
out
gosh.
with a female, you going out, y'all done chill, and you're like, okay, we had a nice day, everything's going fine, and then she start giving you that look or give you that conversation like, look, I want you to stick around. Don't go to the car. Come up to the crib. I got something to show you. And it's
Something to
underneath
show
the
you.
clothes. Then now you up here like, oh, we finna smash? Oh, this got serious. Oh, now I gotta fix.
Smash. I can't believe it.
Was I prepared for this?
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Because
gotta stay hydrated.
Let me say,
stay hydrated.
Gotta be ready.
Let me say this.
Stay hydrated.
Let me say this. What you about to smash? What's going on right now?
Gotta have that water. And you just never know,
Why you drinking the water, though?
She never smash right then.
You never know.
Okay, I do have on my teams. Okay.
No, this way so you can tell if she want to smash right then. If she want to smash, okay, y'all done went out. Everything is cool. Y'all done ordered. Y'all done ate. She grabbing hands, she rubbing the back of your hand, she hand on the knee action. Everything you saying is funny, even though you know that crap ain't funny at all, but
that's funny.
She laughing at all of it. And then you go back and she's like, you want to come upstairs, get a glass of wine or have a drink or everything. Now you done went upstairs. Now you sitting on the couch, much like what I'm doing now, and you sitting on the couch and everything, you chilling like, okay, where's this finna go? Which way are we going, George? Which way are we going? And then she's like, I got to get comfortable. If you as a man hear the word
you already know. You already
know. You might as well be like, okay, where's my face rag in the morning?
You know what? Now let me ask y'all this though. I used to date a guy, and he would take condoms everywhere with him, to the gym, to the down the street, to the store. So, do y'all feel? Will you be offended if a woman just comes out with a condom out of her purse? You know, or women, do you feel offended when a guy just comes out with a condom out of his pocket? Like, really? You was ready? This what we doing? I mean, do y'all stay ready, or is that too much? I wouldn't feel
offended. I'd be like, okay, she know what she want to do. Let's handle that.
What you
think? She care about my safety.
Under no circumstances will I use a rubber that her woman has pulled out and given to me. Absolutely not.
Yeah, you don't want to do that one.
No.
Why?
I'm bringing my own.
What?
Bring your own, man.
What does she feel? Wait, what does she feel that way though? Because there's some shifty guys out there.
But how does she know I can even fit that? Or how does she know what kind I use? I may not be able to fit that.
Okay, first of all, so you're saying that
y'all done got Jack the wood pot.
That mug is what he loaded up.
He put a fresh set of batteries in a body phone.
Chime in.
Mic check. I actually got 2 parts about this Jack Trey. I'm gonna go back to the first date sex thing, but I gotta chime in on this condom thing.
Okay.
I actually had that situation. This girl came to me. We was kicking it for a while, whatever. But I was on some cheating stuff. So I definitely was using rubber every time. Mm-hmm. She came one time, she pregnant. Time went past. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna tell me the whole story. You remember that time you came in there drunk? I put a hole in the condom. You what? That's why he's right. You never use a condom that a female gave you.
Yeah, absolutely don't.
Never. If I didn't bring it with me, I don't trust it. And if it don't have air in it, for 1, 2, I'm still ain't using it.
What?
Yeah.
So okay. You just went way over their head.
Yeah, that's way over their head. Guys know that. That was a good one. I called that. But I'm saying, like, what if the woman don't trust you? Because there's some guys that poke holes in the condom as well.
That's why we go to the store.
But I mean, it's if he bring one, I'm like, wait, let me look at that thing too. And ladies, let me tell y'all something. Feel that thing before it go in there, okay? Because a lot of times they put it on and take it off before they put it in. So make sure you follow that thing all the way to the entrance. That's all I'm saying.
What type of dude is that? Okay,
right. You see, I was from the back too.
There's all kinds out there, but
I'm just saying.
Just, having sex on the first date thing. So this is how I feel right here. I think most dudes don't lose respect for women because they have sex on the first day. It's mostly like how the situation flows. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, you can tell from that situation she just a whole, you know what I'm saying? Just flow. You know what I'm saying? The situation, well, we just feeling each other vibe.
Yeah.
Now, if we feeling each other vibe, we at her house, my house, whatever, everything just feeling, we know this. You can sense everything going down. See how, this is just the first day. I can't. Bitch, that's why? I lose respect for her then because you want it just as much as I want it right now.
Oh my
we going
gosh.
out to this level, and you say the only reason you give me is because we just
met.
I don't like that.
Let me tell you why we act like that. Because of the simple.
No, you can't ring no bell yet.
You wanted it. You wanted it.
Let me tell you why we act like that. Because I don't want you to think I'm a hoe or nothing.
Yeah, but
a lot of times we do that because we don't want y'all to think a certain way. Now we hearing y'all say it doesn't really.
I don't think it
label
matters.
us
Not
a different
grown
kind of
men.
way.
Right.
No, because
Exactly.
we try to feel like, no, I want to save it because, I want you to look at me in a certain kind of way. So we try to say, well, no, let's just wait till maybe the second date or 1.5 date.
So one more date is the dividing point here.
And because I know
because
that,
we want to. But
I have done this out of spite. I have purposely said no.
Wait. Before you even said, this what a man to do. Just because he felt like you don't play them games, all right, I'm going to wait 2 times, 3 times, then I'm going to drop your ass because you played
oh, no. That wasn't what he was
And I
about to
wouldn't
say.
even go do that. I don't know that she wanted. You know what?
He
I'm
ain't gonna give it to
go
him.
get comfortable. And I can feel her on the side of the bed, her legs just shaking like a cricket rubbing together. And I'll be like, good night.
Done that.
You know what?
Listen.
You know what?
If you want to play that, especially, listen, when you dealing with a
It's
grown
not
man
a
that
game.
has some before and he really don't care, you know what? If that's how you feel, you are more than welcome to lay in my bed, go, lay down. I got something to wrap up your hair if you need to. Go on, take a shower, relax. I will be asleep before you get out. Oh, you sleep?
Yep.
Because I don't care. You playing
But
games
see,
you want
ladies,
to.
y'all hearing them now, so just know that if you want to, just go ahead. Give it up.
Message.
PSA. Just go and give it up.
Hey,
because
mama.
we use, okay, mama.
My mama just
Hey,
tuned
mama.
in. What up, though, mama?
But I mean, just go ahead and.
I mean, if you go do it, do it. The only thing I would say is let's be safe and realistic. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
so with the safe thing, like you were saying, even once, we talked about this before, even once you get married or you in a stable relationship, do you still use a condom?
Yeah.
I say yeah.
Yeah, because
He say no.
No, I think there are precautions that has to take place. It's a discussion that have to be had. I wouldn't completely throw it off the table now, but it would have to be under very ideal, realistic, but unrealistic, wishful thinking type circumstances. But I don't think it's impossible.
Because I'm thinking like, just because you were dating her right here and you was using a condom, now, okay, we go together over here. What changed? You know what I'm saying? You could have been not using it over here when you was dating her. What's the difference? Nothing changed, because if she was over here faithful to you when you was just dating, she's faithful to you now that
She
y'all
should be
married.
anyway.
Right. Now that y'all married, she's faithful to you. So what changed all of a sudden? Now she don't have anything.
I think it's
Magically disappeared.
I think it's a mental thing. I think it's an expectation thing. I think it's a comfort level thing. I used to feel a certain type of way, but I just feel, depending on the circumstances, everybody is different. Like if y'all know, say for instance, y'all didn't both went and got tested, y'all didn't got to the relationship, y'all both went and got tested, and y'all know, okay, here's mine, here's yours. Now we know. Now we together, so okay. You feel comfortable? I feel comfortable. You have any more kids? Oh, you ain't. Oh, I'm gonna have to put the condom back on there because you still can have kids. So it's different scenarios that plays a part in that. But I think it has to be conversation, transparency going on.
Now it was a girl I was listening to. She did that. They went that once they got in a stable relationship. They both got tested. He didn't. He lied. She went and get tested. She was clear. But then come to find out later on, when she thought he was tested, they was having unprotected sex, she ended up having HIV, blowing AIDS. So when she found out his test results and stuff, he had AIDS back in 2 or 3 years before he even met her. So you have to look at the paperwork to really believe it. You can't just go by a person saying, I got tested too. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
because people will say whatever.
Yeah, and that's what he did. He told her, like,
some.
yeah, I'm clean too. You know, that's what he told her. And come to find out, no, he's been tested for HIV for a while. So, yeah, he was positive. But he told her he was negative. They both went and got tested, like he was just saying. He didn't show his results. He just said, I'm negative too. So you would definitely need to see that paperwork.
I'm trying to figure out what part of the show did my mama start tuning in on, because I don't know if she heard some stuff I had said.
I'm sure I think she knows you having sex.
Hey, mama, listen. Mama,
he having sex.
You gonna say that in front of my mama? I don't know what part she came in on.
All right, can we get one more meme before we get up out of the show?
Yeah, ooh. And then my cousin go laugh.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Hey, Sharon. I want my significant other to be my business partner. I don't want to wake up and go separate ways. I want to wake up and effing create. I like that. I like that.
I get the message that they're trying to send. You want somebody not only you can be in a relationship with, somebody that you can grow with, build with, in some kind of way. You know, if I think sometimes if you are not only emotionally vested, but if you, business-wise invested, it could be a benefit. It can make the relationship even better. But then it can also be a problem because y'all may spend 3 days just talking about business and ignoring a relationship. Mm-hmm. So I think it could be a...
but I think it's more so of not so much as the business part. I think it's more of waking up and having a goal. Because a lot of times relationships is just about the sex and go to sleep. It's no kind of end goals. Let's build
Well, you got to eat, too, sometime in between that. Now you got to eat.
Okay, eat, sleep, and sex. But it's no goals. Building a building, something for the homeless or for, domestic people. It's no goals. It's just waking up, eating, sex, and go to sleep. It's nothing else. So I want somebody who has goals, who wants to do something and not just sleep. Not just sleep. What mama say?
My mama said, "Oh no, I'm shocked. My son having sex."
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was telling it first. Oh man.
Don't you see this halo over my head? Hallelujah.
Can we get another meme? We got a little time.
Oh my God. Out of all stuff, we should have been talking about like the news while she was watching. Yeah, I heard you over there talking about sex.
You want to read that one?
When you finally learn a person's behavior has more to do with their own internal struggle than it ever did with you, you learn grace.
That's true.
Again, for the people in the back, when you learn... No. I was about to... No? Okay.
He was about to go.
Yeah.
But that's true though, because a lot of times you'll ask the question, what's wrong with me? Why it's not me? And it's not you, it's them and what they're dealing with within themselves. Mm-hmm. And once you realize that, then you feel okay. Because it could be a lot of anger and, sadness to that because you thinking you're the problem when, you're not actually the problem. It's they're liking or loving you the best to their ability. So
yeah, that's why I think it's mostly the thing is that you can be in a relationship with a person, but they have their own relationship with themselves. They have their own relationship with themselves, and if they have a tumultuous relationship with themselves, it's going to automatically be a tumultuous relationship with anyone else they're with. They're coming into it with baggage. They're coming into it with a certain thought process, and they got to weed through that process to whatever means that they need to weed through it in order to be the best person going forward into the relationship.
Right.
And you can't go into a relationship with someone and you're thinking, did I say this or is it me? And you're constantly asking that question when in actuality, it never was you. It was whatever internal struggles they're dealing with, pre-exes, insecurities, things of that nature that people deal with. Yeah. And a lot of people, the ones who look the strongest in relationships, those usually are the ones that got the most insecurities. They're the ones that got the most stuff going on insecurity-wise, because they have to keep up the facade of, I'm the strong one, I'm the this, I'm the that, and I'm the other. Yeah. And they hide a lot of the pain that they're going through, and they don't, know how to navigate it. The ones who look like they're going through pain or look like they might be going through something, usually they're the ones who are at that point where they're strong enough to actually say, look, I'm going through something, I need some help. It's the ones who got that facade of, I got everything figured out.
And
no, you don't.
Because we all come with something. We all come with something.
Because we come from something.
Right. I'll give you a bell for that.
Yeah.
We all have our own thing. I think the difference is the people who are very self-aware, they know they have whatever these things are.
But why they date?
Listen, just because you deal with stuff, that don't mean you can't date.
Yes, it does. If you're dealing with something and you know that you can't give somebody something, then you shouldn't date.
You said give somebody something or date. Going on a date is just going out and having a meal. Just because you're dealing with something eternal down, you can't go out and eat. You got to eat.
You can downsize it all you want, but when you guys date women,
you guys, you know what? It's funny how you put it all
you
on
guys,
me once again.
You guys date a woman over and over again. Hear me out. Yes, she done set up. Davita done set up. Davita done set up. Hold on. When a guy know he got some eternal issues going on, and then you date somebody over and over again, consistently, keyword consistently. And then you don't leave, and then you want to darn say, I can't stand him. And then you want to say, what? We just went out for a dinner. No, you've been dating this girl consistently, having her thinking this is going to be something when you knew inside you were struggling with something before you even got into it. She was fine. Don't wake me up if you don't plan on staying for breakfast. That's what I say.
Ding, ding.
Damn. I can't.
I must add to this, because
now you want to say
not only should you not, what men do and I'm just going to say what men do, because that's been not all men, but a lot of times this is a habit. They want to jump into something that they're not prepared for, but then expect you to be patient
say that.
With their struggle. Now, if you're not mentally, emotionally, financially, or whatever ready for a relationship, don't sit there and try to have your cake and eat it too. Allow yourself to date fluidly. Don't sit there and try to force nobody into a commitment when you're not prepared to commit.
I agree. I agree with that.
Okay, we're going to end it right there. Thank you, Davita. Thank you. We got to go. But that's our time, you guys. Thank you, Davita, for that. Thank you, Rob, for coming in from Chicago.
You see where this went, right?
Yes, we got to end it there, you guys. We got the next show coming up. But thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for being a part of our show every week. We appreciate it. I told you we got to do an after dark show. I'm telling you. Because it'd be like that. But y'all can find me at Instagram, TLAMGMT, TLA Management.
You find me on all social media platforms, Mr. Outley75, MROUTLEY75.
And you'll see us in the streets on this weekend, so make sure y'all check me out. And I'm on my way to Sweet Lounge. They got a panel going on tonight, so I'm on my way there. So y'all check me out in the streets. I'm always out here. All right, you guys. Well, thank y'all for always tuning in. It's In the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Outley, what up, Joe?
Good night.